Hello and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas, and last time we finished the Dead Money DLC, and today we're going to start another DLC. This one will be Honest Hearts. And let's have a listen to the radio broadcast.
Howdy, my name is Jed Masterson, and I'm a caravan boss for the Happy Trails Caravan Company. If you're hearing this, I have a job offer for you. Happy Trails is organizing an expedition north into Utah, off the Long 15, and we need people. We're looking for caravan guards, prospectors, couriers. If you're used to humping it across the waste, straight toward trouble, we want you. If you got a Pip-Boy, we definitely want you. On the other hand,
I got that.
If you're a greenhorn or a city slicker spinning tales about your skills, you can kindly go hang. If we like your gumption, we'll pay you square and treat you fair. Find me, Jed Masterson, at the Northern Passage if you're interested. Luck to you. Howdy, my name is Jed Masterson.
Okay, Jed. Well, I'm here already. The Northern Passage, he said. Northern Passage, let's go in. He wants couriers, guards, all of the above. Alright, there's a group here waiting for me. Stella, Ricky, and Jed. Alright, there you are. Let's talk to Jed first.
Howdy, friend. Heard my little broadcast, did you? Yeah, you look the type. Wait a minute, I recognize you. Yeah, you're Alice McLafferty's rising star, ain't you? Wanna be here? McLafferty's
I helped her out a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm a rising star. I don't like her. Tell me more about the job.
The job is simple. Help us get this caravan into Zion and find New Canaan. The pay is 25 caps per day. Half up front, half on return. You'll get a bonus if we make it into Zion, plus another bonus if we reach New Canaan. Oh, one more thing. Don't mention the name Joshua Graham to anyone. Anyone.
Okay, who is Joshua Graham and why shouldn't I talk about him?
Just don't. It makes the new Canaanites powerful uncomfortable, and it scares the britches off the tribals. Don't talk about the Burn Man either while you're at it. Trust me on this one. It's for your own good.
Well, Joshua Graham and the Burn Man are the one and the same. The Burn Man, if you recall, was Caesar's, from Caesar's Legion, Caesar's right-hand man. And when they lost the first battle at Hoover Dam, Caesar set him on fire and kicked him into the Grand Canyon. Okay. I understand this caravan is headed to Zion. What can you tell me about the area?
Well, I ain't never been inside myself. Did some trading with the new Canaanites from their mission there, but that was all on the outskirts. All the old ways in and out were destroyed after the war. That's why I wanted someone with a Pip-Boy on the caravan. The map will be helpful for checking the topography, keeping us on the trail.
Okay, tell me about the Happy Trails Caravan Company.
We're a smaller company out of Sacktown, up in the northern part of the NCR. We run some business through New Reno. They're on the Little Loop. Had a nice run to Salt Lake City, too, but then we lost contact with New Canaan, and that went all to hell.
Barter 45, it sounds like Happy Trails isn't in the best financial shape.
You ain't wrong. Losing the Salt Lake City run really stung us. If we can't re-establish contact with this run, we'll be in real trouble.
Why can't you get to Salt Lake City?
Without New Canaan's mission in Zion, the only ways to Salt Lake City are down the old I-80, or up through Ogden. The highway's too risky. NCR's rangers are so busy here in the Mojave, they don't have the manpower to keep the raiders off. Ogden's just too far. We'd lose more in travel expenses than we'd ever earn.
What can you tell me about New Canaan?
Don't know much about the place, but I can tell you about the people. The new Canaanites were some kind of religious group from before the war. They control the old city of Ogden, a ways north of Zion, and they got themselves a nice defensible mission in the canyon itself. Or they did. They trade a fair bit with the tribes in Zion. Well, the ones that don't try to kill them anyways.
Do you know anything about their religion?
I ain't a praying man myself. They paid for their goods and dealt square with us. That's all I ever cared about. But don't think that just because they're religious, that they're pacifists. They take care of their own, and they're damn fine marksmen too.
You don't know what happened to their mission?
Nope. Hence this caravan. If we don't make contact with the new Canaanites, Happy Trails might as well just shrivel up and die.
Alright, give me some other... I have some other questions. I haven't been through Utah recently, or ever. What's the situation like?
Well, it ain't good, I'll tell you that. It's not like the Mojave or the NCR. Hell, even Arizona under Caesar is safer.
That's impossible.
Raiders all over the damn place. Tribes of degenerates that'll eat you as soon as look at you. Regional warlords, the works. Not too many decent places to stop and trade. New Canaan's one of the only ones left I know about.
Tell me about the raiders.
They're about what you'd expect. Crazy, jacked up on chems, violent as hell, and not too bright. The worst of the 80s. But we won't be passing through their turf.
Okay, you just explained every raider gang ever. Warlords? How dangerous are they?
Dangerous enough we won't be going near them if we can help it. I got no desire for my head to decorate some little gas station fort's walls, thanks.
Degenerate tribes?
That's right. The folks that lived in Zion before the war, they didn't just get a little savage. They're downright feral. Most of them don't even speak English anymore. You've got to get yourself a new Canaanite translator to talk to them. The ones you really gotta watch out for are the Whitelegs from the Great Salt Lake. They'll attack just about anyone that ain't one of theirs.
Sounds fun. Okay, that's all for now, but I'll be back.
Yeah, reckon you will.
I gotta have a chat with my friends here. By the way, I brought Boone with me, although it doesn't matter because I can't take him with me. In fact, let's talk to him. Nah, we're not doing Hoover Dam. We did that already. Get out of here.
If that's what you think.
It is. Bye.
I'll make my way there.
You too, Edie. Can I bring Edie? Does he count? Does Edie count as a companion? I'll try it. Hey, Ricky.
You looking for trouble, bud? I got plenty to spare, so watch your ass around me.
That is a top-tier comb-over. Let's see. Oh. I can have him carry items for me? Medicine, 45 unwarranted hostility, and general agitation. How long have you been a psycho addict?
Hey, fuck you! I didn't say nothing about using psycho!
You didn't have to, idiot. How much psycho you got stashed away? If you run out on the trail, the withdrawal's not pleasant.
God damn it! I didn't say nothing about using psycho. But, just talking hypno-theoretically here. Got any suggestions?
Well, hypno-theoretically... Oh. Okay, I can have him leave so that maybe I can bring Boone? Okay, leave.
Fine. You win, asshole. Enjoy leading the expedition into a fucking ambush. Hope you all die.
Later, dipshit. Take your comb-over with you. But now I lost Boone.
Turns out the NCR's top ranger was a traitor.
Hey, Stella.
Looking to join this caravan, huh? Look to me like you can handle yourself.
Damn right. What are you doing here?
Earning my keep. Jed hired me on as a caravan guard for this expedition of his. The work suits me. I've tried staying put in one place, but it never works out. Grew up in New Reno.
It's very tiring on the legs.
Snake pit behind me fast enough. Then I wound up wasting the prime of my life playing sheriff in Caliente. Little town north on the 93. Talk about a pain in the ass. You ask me, best to keep moving. At least the scenery changes.
Ah, the nomad lifestyle. What was it like to grow up in New Reno?
Imagine New Vegas if there was no Mr. House-type fella keeping the peace. Then give everybody a gun and a jet addiction. Town's run by a bunch of crime families. No law to speak of. Make trouble and you wind up buried in Golgotha outside town. The scuzz factor's off the charts. Non-stop whoring and drugs. Couldn't walk down the street without getting asked to star in a porn movie.
Oh, don't I know it?
Got my ass out of there while I still owned it. Guess I figured the answer to every problem was rule of law. Naive, huh?
Tell me about Caliente.
Place lived up to its name, that's for sure. When you got fresh water and a trickle of geothermic power, always be some gang of assholes wants to kill you for it. Spent more years and took more bullets than I care to admit protecting that hellhole from dangers within and without. If it wasn't the 80s or the white legs raiding, it was someone from town drunk off his ass trying to win an argument with a shotgun. Got tired of shooting the folks I was supposed to protect. So, now I do this.
Got it. Were the 80s a gang or a tribe?
What's the difference? Raiders is raiders. Bunch of them swept into town and dragged off 2 working girls. Deputies and me gave pursuit, straight into 80s territory. By the time we caught up with the girls, there wasn't much left of them, so we turned for home.
Oh dear.
Back to Caliente without further losses, but we was watched the whole way. Never seen so few people cover so much land. Goddamn creepy. If the 80s had wanted to kill us, we would have been dead. Guess they figured we weren't worth the trouble.
What do you know about the white legs?
Used to be they raided northeast of Caliente time to time. But then the Desert Rangers fell apart 10 years ago, absorbed into the NCR. Soon enough, the white legs were swarming all over that stretch of I-15. Folks learned not to head north if they wanted to keep their scalps. Eventually, the white legs destroyed the bridges across the Virgin River over in Arizona. End of discussion.
Bye-bye.
Catch you another time, then.
The Legion can turn a man like Hanlon. What chances the
All
NCR
right.
got?
I want to get Boom back. All right, I got Boom back. Let's see if we can take him with us. What kind of shotgun is that? That is a gigantic shotgun. Hi, Jed.
Good thing you came along. Now that Ricky skedaddled, yours is the only Pip-Boy we got.
Oh yeah, he was from a vault. I guess he had a Pip-Boy. Let's go.
I bet you are. But we only got room for one more on this expedition. You'll have to leave your friends behind.
Ah, we still gotta leave him. Okay. Boone.
We should get to the hoop.
Head back to the Lucky 38. Okay. Can I bring Edie?
Are you here to jar at me?
Let's go.
I bet you are.
Oh. How come we can't bring a companion? One guy left. There's room for one more. There should be. Alright, goodbye, Edie. That's fine. We're gonna get new companions anyway, so... And I want to try the new companion, so... It works out. It's all good.
Are you here to jar at me a while longer?
Okay, now I'm ready.
I bet you are. But you ain't going...
Oh, he said you ain't going nowhere loaded down like a pack of Brahmin. Relax. I've humped this load across the Mojave on my own 2 feet long enough. I can handle it.
All right. I reckon you know your limits. You keel over on me out there, though, and I'll leave your ass.
Fine.
After we take everything useful you crammed in your pack.
That's fine. I'll be dead anyway. Why the weight limit?
You ain't never been to Zion, have you? We'll be passing through a whole mess of narrow slot canyons and high rough passes. A big pack will get you wedged in like a super mutant crawling through a storm drain, and too much weight will kill you in the thin air.
Alright, let's go.
Are you now? You know we ain't coming back this way for a good long while now, right? And you know about the weight limit.
Point of no return.
I don't want no whining about old Mr. Masterson. I left my one-of-a-kind plasma cannon back at base.
Nope.
Can we go back for it?
I got it with me.
Sure you're ready now?
I'm sure.
Well, all right then. Let's get moving. We got a long road ahead of us.
All right, we're heading north. Into Mormon territory. Let's put on our magic pajamas. Get ready to soak.
The paths we're following are slow going, so you might as well keep your ears open.
It's dark.
Listen to what old Jed has to say. A few decades back, folks in the NCR started to hear about a community in northern Utah called New Canaan. Didn't know much about them, except that they were religious folks, sent out missionaries to talk to the tribes. We've seen our share of cults, but the New Canaanites, they were honest traders. Good fighters, too. Raiders wouldn't tangle with them. But then, the Legion appeared in Arizona. I reckon you know all about them. Turns out Caesar's first war chief, the Malpace Legate, was a New Canaanite, Joshua Graham. Legend goes that Graham was the meanest, toughest son of a bitch in the whole damn Legion. The New Canaanites wouldn't talk about him. They were ashamed. Guess I can't blame them. Well, at Hoover Dam, the Malpace Legate finally met his match. Hanlon and Oliver kicked his New Canaanite butt right back over the river. Caesar had to make an example for the others, to show them that even at the highest level, failure wouldn't be tolerated. He had Graham covered in pitch, lit on fire, and thrown into the Grand Canyon. People say he didn't even scream on the way down. Not long after, some of the slaves and tribals started to talk. Said Graham wasn't dead. Shouldn't have been any surprise. All this talk bothered Caesar, so he forbade anyone from speaking his name. Wanted to erase Joshua Graham from history. He got his wish. Joshua Graham disappeared, and in his place came legends of the burned man walking the wastes. Probably just a tribal ghost story. But New Canaan's been silent for a long time. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe the Malpace Legate is dead. Or maybe Joshua Graham did crawl out of that canyon and finally found his way back home. All right, people. Been a long couple of weeks, but here we are. Zion. I know
It's so
beat.
beautiful.
I know you're tired, but I need everyone's mind on the trail ahead.
Ain't the trail ahead worries me, Jed. Those descents we made through that slot canyon back up there. Ain't no way we're getting back out the way we come. And then what?
God damn it, Stella heard you the first time. And the 15th, too. The New Canaanites will know a way. And if they don't, we've got the maps on our friend's Pip-Boy over there. Enough lollygagging. Get moving. And keep an eye out for tribals.
Sorry to bother you with reality, old Jed. Who cares?
All right. What kind of gun is that? Is that a...
It's not a problem.
I think that's a laser rifle. Hi, Stella.
Leave me be.
Hold
Busy.
on now.
Trap.
Swear I heard something.
Ambush.
God damn it, ambush! Cover people! Watch yourselves!
Someone up there.
Holy heck! Stay low, people! Stay low!
Enough of this. We're sitting.
Oh, they're lobbing grenades at us.
I come. I was a sheriff once.
Stella! No.
Stella's last words. It's the white legs. Oh no. Jed, are you okay? Prospector outfit. Well, you won't be needing this anymore. I'll take that tobacco chew as well. Oh man, we were slaughtered. How did they kill all of us? There weren't that many of them. Alright, I'm taking all this loot. Well, I guess I'm a terrible guard then. I didn't do my job very well. Oh well. Dark Datura. Is that a tox item? What is that? Is that like a grenade? Intelligence -2, HP -5. Datura anti-venom. Cure poison. I don't know what that is. Chem Datura. Restore limb condition. Unarmed damage +2. Okay, well. We got new weapons and chems. Oh, there's more here. Move into Zion Valley. We're on our own now. So the white legs are nasty. Ah! Where are you? There you are. Follows Chuck. Are you... You're standing next to a dead body. Did you shoot at me, or did that guy shoot at me and you helped me?
White legs don't leave survivors often. You're some kind of lucky, let me tell you. You came from outside.
Okay, he helped me.
From the civilized lands.
I wouldn't call it civilized.
Joshua will want to hear about this.
Who is this Joshua?
Joshua Graham. He leads our tribe. Thanks to him, the dead horses are strong and safe from our enemies. He'll want to talk to anyone coming up from Southways. Guess that means just you now. Come, I can take you to him.
Are we gonna go straight to him? Okay. Let's go.
Good sists.
Alright, so the Canaanites are okay. They can be reasoned with.
The Eastern Virgin.
Follows Chuck has given you the well-stacked Cairns perk. While Followers Chuck is in your party, reaching any summit in Zion Valley, such as a ranger station, will reveal all nearby map markers and inspire a heightened state of awareness, +3 perception, for 3 minutes. Well, I already have the perk. Yeah, okay. I already have the perk that shows me all the locations, so I don't know how useful that's gonna be. But, alright, I got a new follower. Follows Chuck. What do you do, Follows Chuck? Do you punch things?
What can I tell you?
Tell me a little about this area. Any interesting wildlife?
Mostly it's the mountain bighorners. Whole herd of them up on the cliffs there. Usually they're not too aggressive, but lately, whew. My guess is one of the calves got lost somewhere along the way. Bighorners are communal. One missing calf, and the whole herd gets ornery. If that calf doesn't turn up soon, they might very well come down into the valley and attack the camp.
Maybe I can help.
Yeah? Hey, thanks. Most of the hunters don't listen when I tell them the problem. Just one thing. Try not to kill any bighorners if you can, yeah? You'll drive the herd off and we'll have to range farther on our hunts.
No problem. What would you suggest I do anyway? Or instead?
You might try luring the baby out with some banana yucca. These bighorners go crazy for the stuff.
Okay. I'll look into it.
That's great. I'll help any way I can. What can I tell you?
I've got more questions. Tell me more, or let's see. Who were those tribals who attacked me?
Whitelegs. Nasty bunch. They've been raiding deeper into Zion ever since New Canaan was wiped out.
Wait, what? New Canaan was wiped out? How?
That's what Joshua said. Whitelegs came down from Great Salt Lake in force. Fell on New Canaan before they could mount a defense. Joshua found some of the survivors led by a man named Daniel. Most of them have fled the valley. But Daniel stayed on with the Sorrows tribe. He and Joshua have been arguing over whether to stand and fight the Whitelegs, or take the Sorrows and the Dead Horses out of the valley.
Where do they come from?
That's the weird part. Normally, the Whitelegs keep to the Great Salt Lake. I don't know what brought them down this far south.
Okay, I want to know more about you.
What can I tell you?
What are all those tattoos?
Dead horses mark ourselves to commemorate our hunts. When a hunter takes a great beast, or when a youth goes on his first hunt, he gets a tattoo.
Nice. You have a lot of tattoos. You must be very accomplished. What did Joshua do for you?
If it wasn't for Joshua, the Dead Horses would still be the whipping boys of the Zion Valley. He taught us how to hold our territory, to protect ourselves. He guided us away from Caesar, and showed us how Caesar would have destroyed us.
Tell me more about your tribe.
We came up in the land of the Dead Horse, though why the back when folks called it that, I got no hint. We raided, we fought, we lost. Our enemies drove us back into Zion, and we would have died if it hadn't been for Joshua. Joshua and his Caesar.
Wait, what about Caesar?
When Joshua first came to us, he was servant to a man he called Caesar. He led his master's armies, and we were ready to follow him into war. Then he lost his master's army to a tribe called NCR, the Sunset People. When he returned, he was as you saw him. Burned, broken, but changed. He led us away from Caesar. Led us to our own destiny in Zion.
But I haven't seen him. Why are you called Follows Chalk?
Our advanced scouts leave chalk signs to mark places rich with game. I'm not a full scout yet, so I follow the marks and guide the hunters.
Do you remember anything about Joshua from before he became your leader?
Only a little. I was very young. He was different. Prouder, yes, but harder, crueler, more driven. Really, I was terrified of him. We all were. When he came back, I almost didn't believe he was the same man. He was humbler. He wanted to protect, not destroy.
He was more crispy. Well done. What's with the shell casings in your club?
We decorate our clubs with them to honor Joshua Graham. They were the weapons of his old tribe, so now they are ours. Can't say they seem that dangerous to me, but Joshua says they won the West.
Nothing like a big ol' stick. What do you know about the Canaanites?
Little bit. I met some of their missionaries a few times, but I've never been to their city. Joshua could tell you more. Or Daniel, I imagine.
Why is it so important that we fight the Whitelegs?
Well, because they're our enemies. What else would we do? They take our land, they kill our scouts, they poach our hunting grounds.
You can be friends. I don't have any more questions. Let's talk about something else.
Ask away.
Tell me more about Joshua Graham.
He's been the chief of our tribe since he came back to the valley. He went off to the civilized world years ago to fight a war. That didn't go well.
What happened to him?
You see his face, you'll understand.
The only recent war I know of is when Caesar's Legion attacked Hoover Dam. Is that where he fought?
I don't know.
I'm asking questions that I know the answer to,
Maybe.
but I gotta exhaust the dialogue options.
Tribes fight over something as small as a dam.
Do you know what a dam is? Small? Have you seen Hoover Dam? It's bigger than some of these mountains. It's like this big. Bull's hands wide apart.
Really? That's... my gods. Must be some mighty civilized folks who built that.
You'd be surprised what civilized tribes will fight over.
Now you sound like Joshua. He always tells me that tribal life is better. That I should stay here and forget the outside world.
Alright. Let's see. Go back to your people's camp. Let's talk about your tactics.
Tactics? You know I'm not much of a fighter, right?
Oh, I was hoping... Alright, enough about tactics. Alright, let's go. I don't know what kind of weapon he uses. He said he had a club. He has a pistol. Okay. I better get some sweet tattoos by the time I'm done with this. For all my accomplishments. So he killed this guy. Okay, where are these big horners? Oh, they're way over there. Okay. Alright, arrival at Zion. Travel to the Dead Horse Camp at Eastern Virgin. And that's way over there too. Okay, that's where we're going. Let's...
Hold up. See that log over there?
I see it.
Take a closer look. There
Okay.
might be some good stuff tucked in there.
There was some anti-venom. Kind of disappointing, but that's alright. Let's get a view of the area. Oh, there's a shack or something down there with blood everywhere. There's a boat. Okay. Well, we're gonna go down there later.
We follow this path for a while. Nice view of the river. Eh.
It is.
Breeze. Muscle.
Oh god.
Yaogwai.
Giant Yaogwai, no match for me.
Like the shadow of a ghost.
See? A stealth headshot will do it. So we got geckos up here too. I missed the Yaogwai. What is this? I can't make any sense of this. So I won't even try. Yaogwai meat. I should pick that up. Maybe I can cook it. Let's get more yucca bananas. Banana yuccas. Xander root grows up here. That's good. Got another Yaogwai?
I hear some odd things about the civilized lands outside Zion. Is there really a giant thunder lizard people live inside?
A giant thunder lizard people live inside. A giant thunder lizard people live inside. The dinosaur at Novak? Thunder lizard. I'm not sure what he's talking about. The spine.
Some kind of view up here, eh? If you know how to look, you can spot all kinds of landmarks from up here. Look, I'll show you.
Yeah, I've spotted them already. I've maxed out my survival skill, buddy. I don't need your help. There's a crashed plane. Some kind of radio tower. Another lookout tower over there. Alright, let's keep going along the road.
Follow the old road south. Nearly there.
Nearly there already? Yeah, we're about halfway there. It's not a huge map. You shooting at me? Oh. Dead horse disciple of Canaan. Okay. You're friendly. You were fighting geckos. Datura route. Hello there.
Gut. Hoi.
What are you up to? On patrol, huh? More gecko hunting. I take it.
You see the deck? There they are.
Ranger station. Peregrine.
Where are you going?
I'm going
The way to the camp?
to the lookout tower. It's okay, it's just gonna take a minute. Are these acid-spitting geckos? Ew.
See those handprints?
I see them.
Dead horses and sorrows mark them on taboo places. Places from back when. Good thing for you, I don't buy into that stuff.
Taboo places? You're not allowed to own BB guns? Zion National Park, U.S. Department of the Interior National Park Service. Yeah, there's not much in here. Let's go up. Food and an ammo box. Park ranger hat. Yeah, that's gun case. There we go. Some ammo. That's about it. Alright. Just jump over your head there.
Bet they don't have anything as nasty as Yao Guai out where you come from, huh?
We got death claws. Yao Guai are nasty. I think death claws got him beat. I don't know. I've never fought a Yao Guai up close. I don't think I'd want to. Okay. Is this it? We're getting close. Zion National Park. We got a magazine, Lad's Life. Nothing else. Not a lot of privacy here in the toilet. I'll have a drink though. No reds. They got clean water here.
Hold up. You're getting all turned around. Check your map and backtrack a little.
Really? Oh, okay. Well, I wonder where that leads then. We'll check it out later.
Down this path to the north. Hope you don't mind getting wet.
I don't mind. That's Joshua Graham, I think. He's got
These paintings
bloody
show
tears.
horses' victories against other tribes. Lots more of them since Joshua came to us.
Impressive. Can I cook my Yaogwai meat? Let's see. What do I need to cook the Yaogwai meat? Can't find any Yaogwai recipes. Alright, I'll check later. There's gotta be something. Spore plant pods. More garbage.
Nearly there now. Watch out for traps in the water. Got to keep the white legs out somehow, eh?
I see him. They got bear traps. Can he not trigger the traps? Fish. Yeah, he can't trigger him. Throwing spear. Really? You gotta wade through waist-high water every time you want to come in here? What is this? Dead Horse Camp and Angel Cave? Okay, we'll go to Dead Horse Camp first. I want to meet Joshua Graham. Disarm. They got traps in here too.
There can't really be a place where people go into big buildings and give away all their money just to watch someone flip paper squares on a table.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you've kind of simplified... Ah! You've kind of simplified, the game a little bit. Blackjack poker. Ah! hitting every trap through here. Oh god. How am I not seeing these traps? There was a teddy bear on the mine. Reloading bench. Footlocker. Is this Joshua Graham's little hideout? Well, he's not here.
There can't really be a place where people go into big...
Year 2077, October 28th. I think that's one day after the bombs fell. A few days, maybe. 5 days on foot, still can't sleep. Outside is like nothing happened. I guess maybe 5 days. October 23rd? Yeah, that sounds right. Sky looks wrong, that's all. Hike back to overturned NatGuard truck near Talkerville. After blisters heal, maybe. Looks like USGS team was researching something here in cave. Cleared out when bombs fell. Left equipment behind. Probably thought they had families to run back to. October 29th. Char must have said this out loud 1,000 times walking here. Maybe writing it will feel more like you heard. You were right. I was north of Spanish Fork, took the 77 along Provo Bay to steer clear of town. Would have been home in an hour. Engine died. Truck just stopped. So did a Chrysalis in other lane. Knew right away. First nuke hit SLC inside a minute. I was looking south. Lucky man. Flash behind me was so bright. World looked on fire. Old couple from Chrysalis. From the Chrysalis starts screaming they can't see. Didn't want you die, Char. Char, that's someone's name, I guess. Didn't want you die, Char. Saved my eyes. Counted 12 more flashes next 7 minutes. Ground shook each time 18 seconds later. When nothing hit for half hour, took a look. Globe of fire where you and Alex died. Didn't kid myself. Didn't know what to do. Grabbed my pack and rifle. Saw to the old couple. Sat them up against car. Let them hold and comfort each other. Told them I was going to get help. Everything will be okay. 1 bullet through both heads. Instant. 5-day hike. Back to Zion. You told me. Stop running off to the wild. Man belongs with his family. You were right. You were right. You were right. You were right. Wasn't there to hold you and my boy. Died without me. Never touch you or him again. Should shoot myself. What I deserve. Can't. Maybe soon. October 31st. Black rain falling outside. Geiger jumping. Should let it kill me, but bottling water from back of cave all the same. November 2nd. Sounds dead outside, but can't look. Geiger goes lethal 15 feet from cave mouth. Do the math. Radiation goes down before water runs out, or I never leave this cave. Year 2078. January 1st. Happy New Year. 2 months in cave, still lethal outside. Don't get it. In Army they said 2 to 4 weeks. Cleared fallout. Less than a month's water left. Been mopping condensation off cave walls. Wringing shirt into bottles. Trading calories for H2O. Food stocks holding. Thanks, USGS. If there was even a chance I'd see the two of you again, I'd run outside. January 10th. Sounded like a windstorm out there for 2 days. Radiation down 500. What happened? January 15th. Took a peek. Snow. It glows green. Ugh. Green glowing snow. That must have been a sight. January 28th, radiation low enough I could risk short exposure outside. More important, cave stream now drinkable if I use rad drugs. January 30th, there's nothing alive out there. And that's it.
Buildings and give away all their money just to watch someone flip paper squares on a table.
Did he finally end it? After he realized there was nothing left out there? Eastern Virgin. Is this where I wanted to go? I think it is. Yep. What do we got down here? Energy cells. I can't carry all this. Hey. I gotta transfer him some stuff.
Feels good.
Oh, I'm drowning.
Some actual scouting. Like the shadow of a ghost.
Hey, come here.
Well then, let's get to trading.
It's a nice, well-secluded area. Be hard to invade this place. Steel War Club. Nope. Hey, he's cheering. He's happy we're back. Dead Horse Warrior. Warrior Stalker. Having a gecko feast. Oh.
Hoi. Auslander Zuka Joshua Graham?
Yes, Zuka Joshua Graham. Intelligence 7. Am I looking for Joshua? Yes, I am. Can you tell me where he is?
You know our tongue. Smart, Auslander. Joshua in high place of cave. You show respect, Utman. Joshua is greatest warrior. You show him no respect. He show you thunder and fire.
Got it. I'll make sure to be on my best behavior then.
You wise for Auslander.
Thank you. I'll take your cave fungus. Hello, disciple. He's at the highest point in the cave, huh? Are we done with the traps? I assume we are. No reason to have traps in here.
We should have given you a better welcome on
Howdy.
your first visit to Zion. But from what I hear, the Whitelegs beat us to it. Whitelegs seem to be the only visitors we have these days. And I wouldn't have expected anyone from the Mojave to come looking for us. And you're a courier, no less. Not the one I was expecting, but I suppose he wouldn't have come with a caravan. I don't know if you were close to the other members of your group, but you have my sympathy.
Nah, we just met.
Safety of all good people who come to Zion, even Gentiles. But we can't expect God to do all the work.
He's all bandaged up, but he's alive. The legend of the Burn Man. It's true. He has risen from the dead. How do you know so much about what happened to me?
The dead horses are capable scouts. Nothing passes into or out of Zion without my hearing of it.
I came here with the Happy Trails Caravan Company to make contact with the new Canaanites.
Happy Trails. I remember. They were good friends. I have bad news for your employers. New Canaan was destroyed, its citizens scattered. All because of the Whitelegs. And Caesar, of course. The Whitelegs want to join the Legion. Caesar's rite of passage is the destruction of the New Canaanites, almost assuredly because of me. The good news is that we can help you find your way back. Daniel, one of the other New Canaanites, has made many maps of the region. The bad news is that we can't help you right now, not with everything that's going on.
Looks like you're gearing up for war. How many guns do you have? Is this what you do all day? Unload your firearm, quick inspection, load it. I'm not going to leave without offering to help. What can I do?
You're a good neighbor to us. We all go through periods of darkness. In such times, we can turn to the Lord. But it's good to have friends. Daniel and I need pre-war tools to help us navigate beyond Zion. Should we need to evacuate, these instruments will be vital to us. Normally, we would have some of the dead horses or sorrows look for them. But many pre-war buildings in the valley are taboo. They won't go inside.
I'll see what I can do. Why don't you or Daniel do it?
We are responsible for leading and protecting the sorrows and dead horses. They are smart people, but not as worldly as you or I. I am preparing the dead horses for war, and Daniel is preparing the sorrows for other things.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
I'm not superstitious.
Shop can help you find your way around the valley. He's inexperienced, but he knows enough of our language to ignore the taboos about pre-war buildings.
Okay. Well, before I do that, how come you're hunched over? You look exhausted or something. I've got more questions,
Really be a place
Mr. Graham, if I may.
Welcome back. What can I do for you?
What did you say about a courier? Who were you expecting?
Caesar would never admit this openly, but he knows that I'm alive. I've killed enough of his frumentari and assassins that have come looking. I've heard one of them travels the Mojave as a courier. Most of Caesar's agents meet a fitting end in NCR territory, but maybe this one survived.
Pray God? What are you talking about?
I am a New Canaanite. We believe we are the heirs of a spiritual tradition, given to our ancestors thousands of years ago. We have made and kept covenants with our Lord God to honor his laws. In exchange, we are promised eternal salvation after this life.
Yeah, good luck with that.
The day will come when our Lord returns to judge us all. Until then, we must honor his laws and start others along the path of salvation if we can. That's why we trade with others and work the tribes. We have more than food and medicine to offer. Good news is our most valuable commodity.
Sounds like a good deal.
In a world filled with misery and uncertainty,
I could have mocked him.
it's a great comfort to know that
Mocked his beliefs.
there is light in the darkness.
Maybe I should.
Every day we move closer to our judgment. We must do our best to walk in the footsteps of our Lord and teach others how to do the same. For many of us, the road is a difficult one, but the path is always there for us to follow, no matter how many times we may fall.
Do you ever fall? I mean, other than that incident at the Grand Canyon?
Every day. Some days are harder than others.
I can tell him Caesar's dead. Nice guns. Do you run the show around here?
I wouldn't say that. I am the acting war chief for the Dead Horses. They look up to me for such matters, but I only have the authority they give me. Daniel is the spiritual leader and main link of the New Canaanites to the Sorrows. He's up in the Narrows right now.
How often do you have to change your bandages? You must be in excruciating pain. What's going on with all these tribes?
A great deal. There are 3, make that 4, tribes here in Zion. You've already met the Whitelegs on the way in. In this camp, you'll find dead horses. In the Narrows, the Sorrows. And finally, there's Daniel and myself. We're New Canaanites.
Does the valley belong to the dead horses?
The valley belongs to God, but no. The dead horses live at Dead Horse Point, up the Colorado River. They came here because I asked them to. Before I returned to the fold, I visited them years earlier. I looked much different then, but I left an impression on them. I taught them how to hunt more efficiently, how to maintain their weapons and pre-war equipment. When I returned, they showed their appreciation.
Do they speak our language?
Most don't. It's been hundreds of years since the war. They've developed their own languages. Take the dead horses. We think they were originally refugees from a place called Rez, east of the Grand Canyon. They speak a combination of Rez and a language spoken by travelers who were visiting Rez when the bombs fell. Over time, the two languages blended. I was a translator years ago, but it's hard to keep up with all of the tribal variations.
Why did the Whitelegs attack my caravan?
They attack everyone who isn't a Whiteleg, especially caravans. They don't know how to survive on their own, so they have to raid. But as for why they are here, they are trying to wipe us out. All of us. They want to join Caesar's Legion, and they can only prove their worth by destroying the new Canaanites and everyone we shelter.
Why haven't I seen any sorrows in the valley?
The Sorrows have many skilled hunters among them, but no warriors. They have not had to deal with war or raiders for decades. Even though they can hunt a full-grown Yaoguai, they don't know how to deal with the Whitelegs. That's why we're here.
Okay. Are the new Canaanites really a tribe?
We wear more clothing than them and understand more about technology. But we're still a tribe. A linked family of families. The Boneyard, Phoenix, Newvegas, they're just places, metal and stone. New Canaan dies, but the tribe lives on. When the walls come tumbling down, when you lose everything you have, you always have family. And your family always has tribe.
Okay. I can trade with him, I guess. Nice guns.
In the Great Basin and Colorado Plateau, all tribes are known for a specific weapon. Whitelegs are known for their big submachine guns, storm drums. They broke into an armory near Spanish Fork and have been using them for years. Of course, the dead horses have their wooden war clubs, and even the Sorrows have their Yaoguai gauntlets. This type of .45 automatic pistol was designed by one of my tribe almost 400 years ago. Learning its use is a new Canaanite rite of passage.
Do you have anything to trade?
We do. Though the Whitelegs destroyed New Canaan, they didn't destroy all of our supply caches. All forms of currency are recognized here. Caps and...
Oh, thank God.
Even Legion coin. Take a look.
No unique currencies. Okay. You're all about the 45... Okay. I'll have a look later. Alright, let's tell him Caesar is dead. Caesar's dead. I saw to it personally. I thought you should know.
I have to admit, it's hard to believe. That even after all he did to me, all he tried to do to find and erase me from this world, he went first. No doubt this will be good for the Mojave. I can only hope Arizona and the tribes don't suffer as the Legion falls apart around them.
Everything will be fine. The NCR will take over. It'll all work out. They won't. I'll make sure the Legion has very little to go home with.
Good. You're doing God's work, whether you believe it or not.
I have gear that needs repairs. Do I have to pay for repairs?
Let me have a look. My tribe may take too much pride in its mechanical talents, but in truth, we are intrigued by the workings of a fine firearm.
Can you shine my plasma gun? Okay, it does cost money. Not a whole lot. Here, repair my armor. Thank you. Can I ask some personal questions?
Right now, I'd like you to focus on helping Daniel. Maybe there will be time later.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of talking. All right.
God be with you.
Yeah.
Give away all their money just to watch someone.
He's hobbling. I think he's injured. Alright, well, that'll do it for this episode. We met Joshua Graham, the man that was kicked out of Caesar's Legion and was set on fire and sent tumbling down the Grand Canyon. He has resurrected. And yeah, I'm excited to start this DLC because from what I remember, this is probably the best one. I don't remember a whole lot about it. I just remember liking it quite a bit, so we'll see where it goes. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.